Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Mike the Gus. I'm Gus. We're live.
God, this
My
is going to be a
special invited,
disaster.
my special invited guest, Andrew Pesina, y'all.
I thought I was the co-host.
You're the co-host. We'll let you be the
You
co-host.
fucking.
You
You
fuck.
told me, oh, I need you to co-host, blah blah blah. And here I am, like, fuck.
There you are.
Yeah,
There you are.
unfortunately.
Yeah,
Anyway, how you doing, Gus?
I'm
Don't
good.
talk about. Let's not talk about baseball. That's the only thing I want to talk about tonight.
1-1, baby. 1-1.
Yeah.
Andrew Pesina. There's one thing I think that we've done in Southern California. I think we've made some waves past couple days with a topic and some subjects, and I think we're well on our way to accomplishing a goal that me and you are going to set for ourselves here. We talked about. I don't know if we're going to go public with it, but
The
I
guy
feel
gotta
like
get his ring back.
yes. You want to talk
Okay,
to him? We should bring him
sure.
on.
If,
We should
if
bring him
he's ready.
on. You got any?
Let's,
Shout out to? Do we have any shout outs? Do you want to shout out anybody? You know?
no,
He said no.
I don't think anyone's watching. Let me check.
Probably not. Who cares?
This is a disaster already.
Yeah,
There's two people watching, and
it's
one of
probably
them was
us.
probably yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, people will watch the replay.
it's fine with me. Let me send old Dave in there. Um, what's up, man?
Stoned.
He said I'm stoned. I
I
decided to go
for
live
people
because
who
I
don't for
go
people who don't know, I had to take a small sabbatical from getting high for a while, and
ahead.
I've been getting back on it. And holy shit!
He's like, it's pretty fun, man. It's
And
pretty
I'm
fun.
not even smoking good stuff. I'm just getting free shit that my buddy gives me. That's
Wait,
really not high end. Not
who
our hookup, but
would it be? Uh, what's it?
no, it's someone
Keith?
from it's from
Keith?
my no. No, because Keith gets me really good shit. Keith from Real Kind Meds 421 on Twitter, real underscore kind 420 on Instagram, I think. Yeah, you got me really fucking high on 420. I don't know if you ever told you this story, but I'll save it for another day.
I could literally mock that story. Like you've.
I was fucked up that day. Bro, legit, I got so fucked up. I got lost in the parking lot of the
What?
place where GCW runs.
What?
Because we got to start this fucking podcast out hot, man. What's up?
Talk some shit.
This is a disaster already. Our first live fucking thing, and there's
It's not a disaster. What's our producer doing? What is this?
this was from Circle Six last night, I believe. Maffey Justice versus Cruel in a casket match, and
Did he just put more? Is someone in there?
yeah,
Oh my god.
damn. Gus, let me ask you your opinion on this. What what in your opinion as a promoter and all that? What's your thought on that
It
clip?
did exactly what it was supposed to do. It got two people that would never book anything like that, condone anything like that, even remotely put something like that near our product to watch it. So they did it as a promoter. Bravo, I guess, for getting all eyes on your product, for doing something cool in your world. I don't condone that kind of shit. I just don't like
In my opinion, they should have had some fire extinguishers nearby and ready to go.
what was being sprayed out on the thing. Wasn't that
I don't think they had enough. I feel like they
I
should
don't
have
think
had
they had
at least.
enough.
Let's take a look at it again. I think they should have had a little more.
But he's in there, huh? That's
Mm,
And the match is obviously over. He closes the casket. So what? He took an extra like 3 minutes to like set that whole
Look
thing
at the
up.
fucking caskets. The flames are going through the casket.
Yeah, they should have way more fire extinguishers.
Mm.
They got old Jim right there going. He's going like this. He literally went up there and went like this. You dumb fuck.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Look, okay, it was a cool spot. Like I'm not like see this is the gray area of it. Is it was a cool spot. It did what it was supposed to do. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't condone it in my promotion, and I just that ain't happening. You know,
I would do it if I didn't have to deal with like
the
safety
cleanup.
shit all the time and all that. But yeah. What are your thoughts on package thefts?
Like the front door shit
People
when
who,
they jack you.
yeah.
Bro, I want to fucking run you down. I've had some packages stolen from my fucking porch. That's why. And I that shit gets on my fucking nerves. I just
Mm.
saw I think some Kansas City player, his mom jacked a package off the front porch.
I think
Like,
our producer has something on that.
let's find out. Oh shit, is this it?
Yeah,
Oh my god. So this is the day of the game.
I don't know.
Yeah, she has the her jersey on, the Mama Rice jersey. She's kicking the package right now, and she picks that shit up and outro.
That's the dumbest thing you could do as a criminal. Like, why would you fucking? I mean, first off, you shouldn't be committing crimes in the first place. But why would you fucking commit a crime knowing that we're in 2024? There's cameras everywhere, right?
Hmm.
And wear something that nobody fucking else in the world would want to get. And even if they fucking did get it, there's gonna be so few people who get Mama Rice jerseys fucking made, and the fucking police can go to the NFL or NFL shop or fucking whoever, find out whoever fucking bought that shit and go after them. Like, what the fuck? There's no way you can commit crimes anymore these days. You're gonna fucking get caught no matter what. It's not gonna happen, you know. But
Pretty much. There's cameras everywhere, and it's just like you look. Your son makes millions of dollars, and then you're just gonna go out there and just steal what, a $30 package, a $40 package.
what
Now, and I think her son, like, think I'm looking it up right now. Her son's like got he already got suspended for some other shit because he's
what do
not
you do?
he's an idiot too.
Drugs or something?
Oh, I just lost it.
Of course you
Oh,
do.
her son's suspended for some dumb shit on the field. Guess he's not a great teammate or whatever. Blah blah blah. Now his mom's out jacking Amazon packages like a fucking moron.
I mean, maybe there was something in there that was very valuable and we just don't know. Maybe she knew something that we don't know. Maybe she's privy to something.
Well, we're gonna
I
go
mean,
ahead. Hey, let's
stupid, but
check this out.
hey,
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Nah, well, I'm sitting on top of my ring as we speak. It's downstairs. That's safe
Hey,
and sound.
good job. So I spoke with Daryl. Daryl, uh, he still denies that you the whole ring thing about selling it and stuff like that. I asked him if he had any proof that you told him to sell the ring. He's like, "Oh, well, I have call logs and stuff like that." And I was like, "Well, that really doesn't help me any." But I was trying to. I was, can we see your comment? Yes, Heather, I can see your comment.
I
Um,
can't.
I can because I'm the man.
Oh, he never is.
Um, but I talked to Daryl, and it was just like I wanted to make sure you got your ring back and everything went smoothly. So you got your ring back. Hell of a trip, huh?
Jesus. it it was hot as hell. I don't know what the temperature was outside when we were working on it, but the sun was just beating down on us, which made things, difficult. And it was just me and my friend Jim for a while, sitting there trying to get the canvas all rolled up and thrown into the truck, and then we started working on the planks. And at that point, it was just getting to be tiresome because that stuff's like freaking heavy. We haven't done shit like this in like over 20 some odd years. So
Oh yeah,
I ended up
that
talking
manual labor, man. That manual labor is a whole fucking different story, brother.
yeah. So I ended up talking to Necro King who lived right down the road from there, and
Necro
he
King,
came over. Yeah.
is that what's his fucking face?
Rare One.
Rare One? Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a
So he
dork.
came by. He came by and helped us with the helped us get that thing apart. But we found something very interesting about that about the ring because those pictures I sent you was just one thing. That was actually put on backwards, as it turns out. So those little hook things down at the
Mhm.
bottom. If somebody had gotten thrown out of a ring during a show and landed on one of those, that would have been bad. That would have been a liability.
So
Um,
they totally fucked up your ring, basically. Well,
he
not totally fucked up, but
well,
they.
some of the bolts are warped to the point where they won't come out. They have to be cut out.
Oh,
That's some shit that's way beyond my ability to do of anything. My younger brother could do it, but he lives all the way down in Mississippi. He works as a welder and shit like that. So
Hit
so
up Xavier and Bloss. They'll help you out for sure.
so you're way
They're
past
welders.
WD-40, huh?
oh yeah. So anyway, but we got it. We had to go take a break and go over to AutoZone to pick up some socket wrenches to get that crap out of there. At least most of it.
Mm.
Some of the bolts are going to have to be replaced because they're warped. I don't know if he screwed those things in so tight that they just warped the hell out of it or what. But basically, some of the frame was kind of bent into place, so it had to be. I guess whoever put it together, Daryl. Whenever they would take a bump in the ring, it was hammering the pieces of the frame in further, which was kind of forcing it.
Mm.
So it was a bitch taking that thing apart.
But you got it back.
So,
That was the
yeah,
ultimate goal. Okay.
yep.
Well,
A lot of pain and some sunburns later. It's all worth it. So
so
can't
you
complain.
so what's next? You're just gonna have to fix the ring up, tighten it up, and get things going, and get your shows back up running, or what?
I've got until basically the 26th of this month because I'm doing a mini show for the Boys and Girls Club of Stanton.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes. Um, I need a ring crew though because when I got back, it was just me and Jim unloading the truck, and we both agreed we're never doing this shit again. We're getting a ring crew for it, but the crew that I had that was supposed to show up yesterday never did. So I don't know why. I'm just assuming maybe Daryl got to them because they
Well,
were
because
part of.
it's a ring and it's heavy as fuck, so a lot of people are just like, nah, I'm good on that. It's gonna happen to you more often than none. Well, I'm glad you got your ring back, man. I definitely wanted you to tap in and let us know, give us an update. Uh, we just ask that Daryl now goes back to square one and some training and get things, lined up if he wants to remain relevant in the, in the scene. Because right now you got a pretty bad stain on you, Daryl. So, I, I mean, this can go back and forth all day between you guys. You know what I mean? There are some other wrestlers that had opinions about you and how you canceled your show and stuff like that. But obviously, if you don't have a ring, you can't really have a show. But you know what I mean? So there was just a lot of like wishy-washy shit that was going on with the whole situation. But
Yeah.
in essence, bro, I'm glad you got your ring back. Like I said, I suffered a loss like that one time too. So, um, Andrew, you got a weird ass like little evil smirk going on over there. What you up to, bro?
I'm really high.
Just- you got anything to add to this before we let our man go? Because I definitely just wanted him to tap in and let us know he's got his ring back. Make sure we
Glad he
didn't have
got
a
his
fuck.
ring back. I don't know what else to say. I mean, we've already said all we could say about the situation regarding the ring. Um, but also, it's like I still think it's kind of a bitch move for people to be blaming or just to be being mad at you for getting the show canceled when there was like a bunch of shit wrong with it when you said the permits and licensing and you know all just basically all the logistics when it comes to running there, and basically the show being in a fucking parking lot that's really not that big, so there's a lot to it. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say.
Man, I'm glad you got your ring back. Take a bath,
Yeah.
get some Epsom salt in you, you know.
Yeah.
And once the ring gets all situated and put up, man, and you do that, start renting your ring out, man. Give people a good discount on it. Get some of your money back as best as you can. Donate your ring to like a corporate company for a party. You know what I mean? Try to make money off that thing as best as you can once it's up and functional and safe.
Yep. That's my plan.
Cool, man. Well, sir, you have a good night. I'm glad you got your shit back, brother.
Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Take care, man.
Yay, he got his fucking ring back.
Oh,
He got his ring back. And that's what we wanted. We didn't want Daryl to be a piece of shit completely inside and outside the ring.
I mean, I do find it interesting that it took public scrutiny in order for all that to like be smoothed over, but
What
I don't know.
do you got up here?
I don't know. What do you mean? What do I got?
Oh God, what's
Oh,
about to
we've
happen?
seen this before.
Our
Producer.
producer,
Seriously,
producer.
it's like you didn't delete the fucking video files from the folder with fucking all the
You,
shit.
we
Now
pay you
you just
millions of dollars, and this is how you do us,
you dumb fuck.
dumb fuck. Oh God, belligerent Becky. Ah, 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 ah.
Una mujer.
Uh-uh. Thank you, producer. I was gonna say that's a little loud in my ear. Why? Why? See, that's what happened. Like that's what happens when we do podcasts. People start acting like that.
Um, yeah. So remember on the last cast we were talking about that Jack Doherty guy?
Yes.
Our
Yeah, I think he's.
producer has an update about what happened to him recently.
What happened to him recently? He's on the phone driving in the rain. There's only two things I want to happen. I want him to crash, or I want him to crash.
He's gassing up. Oh my god.
Oh! No! 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 Oh, fuck. No, watch out, watch out.
No. Was that stage? Is it stage? Is it
Open your
staged?
door. Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael.
That's
Not
a pretty
staged.
expensive
staged.
stunt to stage.
Are you
Not
okay?
staged.
Holy fuck. Oh my god, bro. My whole
Bro, put the fucking phone down. Your boy is
my whole
bleeding from his
fucking
head.
car, bro.
Hey man, he's got to do it for the content. How do you think he's
No
gonna fucking
fucking
pay for that
way.
car?
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Damn,
There's
dude.
no fucking Michael.
That's like a fucking really expensive ass car. I don't know how much it costs. I'll never be able to make that much money in my life. Fucking
wait, hang on.
Oh! Oh! No! No!
Oh, he gassed it and hydroplaned himself.
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think he tried to turn against the fucking skid too.
What an idiot.
Fuck, open the door, open the door, open your door.
Open your
shit.
door.
Holy fucking shit. Oh, Michael. Are you okay? Holy fuck. Oh my god, bro.
Oh my god,
My whole-
bro. What a dork. What did you fucking get?
Bro.
Shout out producer for showing me that. That
That
was
was
probably the best
great.
thing he could have showed me all fucking day.
Producer really came through.
Producer came through on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that look, man, I get you have a bunch of money. I get your dad cheats on your mom and you get to fucking run around wild and hang out with the Epstein Island boys. I get all that, bro. I get you. I get that you have a bunch of money and you get to do fun stuff, but you do stupid shit and that's dumb shit. You know what I mean? Like, I guess everyone wants to be the new Logan Paul or the Paul Bros or whatever, because one of them,
I
you
don't
can
know who
either
Paul Rose is.
Logan Paul, the
No, I
brothers.
know who Logan Paul is. I don't know who Paul Rose is though.
Did I say Paul Rose
Yeah, you said Paul Rose. I don't know
or
who
Logan
that
Rose?
is.
Fuck those. The two fucking brothers. The
Jake
one,
Paul.
Jake Paul, the boxer and the prime guy and the wrestler. I mean, if I guess that's the goal, right? Is to make as much money as you can off of podcasting and being fucking idiots. So, I mean, shout out to you, Jack or Jake or Doherty or whatever dumbass shit you do for fucking up your Lambo. What an idiot, bro.
Look at this
Producer,
Cybertruck. Oh
our producer stoned.
Oh,
It's leaking.
Oh
What the?
fuck! Damn, dude. Like, how much are Cybertrucks?
Who cares? Would you buy a Cybertruck if you had Cybertruck money?
Fuck no.
Let's review some Southern California wrestling. Let's find some bad matches. I'm ready. I don't even have see on the spot.
You gotta put me on the spot, bro. We're live. I can't be doing this. You gotta talk. You gotta fucking fill all the dead space while I'm trying to find. I'm trying to think of a promotion that that we haven't already beaten
That's a
up.
Heather says it's 100K to 120K for a Cybertruck, and
Fuck.
then they go and fuck these things off for some content, bro. There's one guy. There's one guy out there who I like. He has the big monster truck, and then he drives it onto the lake and shit. But it's like, bro, that's the kind of things that I would spend my million. Like, if I'm gonna sit there and play around, I'm not gonna sit there and beat up on or have a bodyguard and try to not start some fake fights. I would have monster trucks in like acres of yard, like land and shit. That's what I would be doing.
Dude, I would have a lot of land and I would have a lot of dogs.
A lot of dogs, so
Bro,
many
I mean, listen, dogs.
dogs.
Dogs, bro. I mean, I feel like that's the ultimate dream for a lot of people in this world who like dogs, and I like dogs a lot. And I don't know. I'm really trying to kill some time while our producer
Don't worry about it, man.
tries to find a match. But I know our producer found something.
Well, producer, click away. By the way, our producer moved again. What is this? Uh oh. Oh! In front of the cops?
Is that it?
Was that it?
Oh! What the fuck?
He's like, bro, I was just coming back over to see if you guys needed help. I want to see this again. Hey, bro, what's your problem? Bro, they literally have the green dot on them to fucking.
I think he was just concussed. That's what I'm starting to think. I think he was just a little concussed and he didn't know fucking where we was at.
So I'm gonna throw this out there. I sent an invite to Mark Ortiz.
Oh boy.
I know he's gonna deny it. He already gave me a thumbs up, but I wanted to give Mark Ortiz a shout out because I've been waiting for his podcast to pop up because he said he's gonna start a podcast. He said he's gonna defend himself.
Wait,
And
remind me, who's Mark Ortiz again?
this guy,
Producer, can you tell me? Oh,
Red Spider.
where's Red Spider? Weren't you
I
supposed to do
invited
an
Red
interview
Spider
with him?
too.
Red Spider, come through. Let's talk about this. And if
Yeah,
Ortiz has the balls, come on.
Mark's
come
not gonna
on.
jump on. Look, dude, I for some reason I still want to talk it out with Mark because it's like you keep low key saying shit. It's like, bro, like you. Let me explain something to you, Mark. The people you talk to they kind of don't like you and like you at the same time. So they kind of tell us everything you say. So it's like, bro, you continue to bash us, you continue to talk your shit, you continue to throw little jabs and stuff. It's like, that's fine, man. Let's hash it out. Let's talk it out. As soon as you're, like as soon as you're done having your long day of printing whatever it is you print for big rock stars, like you say.
Selling $4 fucking t-shirts on eBay and shit.
Whatever, man. Mark, let's whatever. Like I've sent you the invite. Come talk to me. Come talk to us. Let's hash it out. We can help you. We can guide you to the light. We could help you. What do we got? Do we have anything else? Do you have any producer, director? Why don't you want to talk baseball, dude? That could have been like such a fucking fun thing. What's this? Bro, our producer loves like car crashes for some reason. What's going on here? Hey, this is San Diego. Hey, that's
Yeah.
San Diego.
San Diego. That shit happens to me so many times here in LA.
Wait, what's about? Is there like a surprise at the end of this? Oh, watch out now. Oh, come on, man. Look, dude, surfboard and everything. It's like, fuck, bro's trying to go catch a tube.
Damn, bro.
Hey, that's the same freeway that when back in like 94, 95, 96, somewhere in there, when the dude jacked the fucking tank from the armory.
I think I saw that on one of those fucking
Bro, I was at my
what you call it.
I was at my high school girlfriend's house when that shit happened, and we were watching on the news, and we're like, "Hey, that's Wiener Snitch. Hey, that's fucking Kearney Mesa," because the dude had jacked the tank and was driving it down fucking Convoy and all that shit.
I saw that on one of those world's wildest police pursuits specials back in the late '90s and shit.
Watched it live.
That was like pre-YouTube type
Yeah.
shit, where like if you wanted to see crazy video chases, you go there and not just Reddit,
Oh god, I'm already scared of heights. So I wouldn't even be up on there.
I hate heights too. Holy fuck!
And then
I know what's coming.
why is he doing? Someone call OSHA.
At least his homie broke his fall,
At least his homie broke his fall, bro.
bro. Yeah, I'm in communication with my producer, telling him, "Hey, got any matches to review?"
What happened?
I don't know. I'm not objecting to this.
I'm not objecting to it either.
Yeah, Mark's definitely not gonna come on now.
Fuck it.
Shut the fuck up and handle your shit like a man.
I want to publicly say sorry to Red Spider. I was supposed to have him on a couple times, and my old man self accidentally flaked on him a few times. I'm very sorry. So
I'm supposed to be co-hosting too, and I don't get an apology either, Gus. All right, I accept that.
fuck you,
Totally understand.
man.
This is going great.
Are we going to talk about the San Diego scene? Are we going to mention anything about anything we've talked about privately that you said you were going to mention publicly, or are we going to leave it private? Or are we going to? Because we got what? We got
You got
6,000.
viewers.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got 6,000 viewers minus
6,000.
5,995 viewers.
Oh man, I don't know. You ask, why don't we play a game of word association? We're live. You fucking throw some names and I'll fucking do it on the spot. I'm really fucking stoned, so
Ooh,
I'm gonna be
word
honest.
association. Okay. Shit. Juan.
Man, Juan is like a guy who I mean, at least when we interact in person, it feels like we're cool. But at the same time, it's like I've heard some shit, but it's also like it's not just him. There's like several people around him that I've heard that have been saying things in regards to my booking of Epic Pro Wrestling and who influences it and why certain people aren't on shows, you know. I mean, as a performer, I feel like he's kind of grown stale, but I can say that about a lot of wrestlers here in SoCal, you know. Um, but truth be told, when it comes to him and some of the people around him, I feel like they did some sort of stuff, you know, from what I was told by mutual friends and people who aren't really siding with certain people. They just want to fucking, you know, be professional wrestlers. You know, they don't give a fuck about the petty shit. And I feel like certain people in his circles, and I don't know if it's him specifically, just did some really fucked up shit last year. And it's pretty much what all I can say about him. You know, I don't like if I'm sure I'll see him eventually, and if he has a problem with something I've said, he can talk to me in person. You know, I know he's not gonna like feel like I'm gonna try and attack him or anything. But like he knows, you know, we're both men enough, hopefully, to talk it out, and you know, because I don't want to full on air out everything on a fucking live podcast. You know, there's certain shit I feel like we should say, you know, face to face. You know, maybe not. It's not a personal thing against him, but more like a professional thing. You know, because that's where it is with me and certain people, you know, around him as well. Um, I do feel like he took that, you know, little camera guy thing, jab that you fucking made at him in an earlier podcast, a little way too personal, you know, from what I've been told. Like, like people around that have been fucking, we're talking about it a lot. It's like, bro, if Gus, I'm going to say this, Juan, if you're watching, if Gus was so insignificant and if he didn't matter, you wouldn't have taken it so personal and you wouldn't have fucking, you know, ran with that joke so many times. So come on, bro. Be better. You know, you're supposed to be a fucking leader for your students now. And what kind of example are you setting if you're letting a guy like fucking Gus get to you? No offense, Gus. I mean, I like you. You're a good dude. I mean, I'm not trying to play favorites here, but it's also like, let's be real, man. Like,
I am
you
nobody.
gotta, you can't let people fucking get to you like that, bro.
Yeah,
Next
it's,
name.
word association turned into paragraph time. I guess there's more. I guess there's more of a deeper story to that, and I guess we'll probably get to that later. Hopefully, Juan will want to talk because, like I said, I wanted to talk to all these guys before, you know, and it's just like you guys they didn't give me a chance to talk and speak or anything. So it's
There's
all
a lot in San Diego from everyone there that's really sketchy over the last year, right? And it
well.
just
I mean, there's
and
another.
I'm not saying Juan was the leader. I'm not saying him or any of certain people around him like Hops and shit were, you know, conspiring or anything like that. I
I
don't
just find
know.
it weird. Look, here's what I saw. I saw one group of people move on from like
Benny.
Benny. Yeah.
You know
See,
what?
it's like seriously, you have to literally keep going back, and it all starts with like me.
Yeah,
So it's just like,
everything starts with Benny in San Diego when you look at it. Like the shit between you, Juan, Hops, KC. Well, I mean, not less you and Juan because you guys didn't have that much of a relationship as compared to you, KC, and Hops and shit.
right.
I guess, at least from what I remember. I've been hitting the head a lot, so maybe I'm misremembering shit. I don't know, but it's still like one of those things where it's like none of y'all had the
Well,
chance to talk about
here's.
it because they were. Let me finish really quickly. Sorry, guys.
Mhm,
They were all tied up with Benny for years, right?
mhm.
All of them. And let me say this on the record. The reason why some guys were booked on my earlier shows was because Benny asked me to. And, you know, I'm not going to say much else because I don't want to put anyone on blast, but, you know, certain booking for favors to him. Right. And it was like, you know, he say people can say whatever we can all say whatever we want about him, but I think really if there is a narrative about that whole situation with Benny and his former students that went on to create whatever the fuck it is they got going on in San Diego and all that, I think it's that, you know, yeah, he, you know, I'm sure they have a lot of personal experiences where they feel like they were taken advantage of, and I've heard a lot of stories. But at the same time, it's like, he sort of tried to help get them into certain places and all that. I've experienced the fucking politicking firsthand, bro. Believe me. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know if he was doing that for because he cared as a trainer, or if he felt like it was gonna be a benefit to him personally.
A
If some
benefit
of
to him
these,
personally. It was just for him, bro. Benny took claim to a student that wasn't even his student that came from NXT just to stop by and train because like he was in the area and then like he ended up. I don't know what the real story is with the guy. I just know that
DNA,
he just worked out the guy. He worked out there for a little bit and then Benny was like, "Our students going to NXT, bro. That's not your student. That wasn't your student." Like Benny is such a clout chaser. Anyway, what I was getting at is I noticed one group was together and then everyone like split up and like I thought Bones's ex took over and she was like, I'm queen bee now, and now that promotion doesn't run anymore, and then these guys went over here and then like now they're all under one building and then all of a sudden there's like Skyfire Pro and I'm just like
there's
I'm like, wait,
there's
what
some
the fuck's going on?
so the group that was around after Benny left, that was from Level Up, became San Diego Pro Wrestling Academy, that was ran by Amy Norris's ex, Bones' ex. And I guess Benny like was cut out, and then they brought in Tito to be a co-owner, and then like I guess I mean I don't want to get too deep because there's a lot of shit, but from what I was told, there was like a sort of secret like like a little secret grand opening of a new school that was taking place, and that there was some silent poaching going on of students from Amy's school to start the new school, which was, from what someone told me, was started up by some kid's mom or grandma who had a bunch of money and shit. And he got like some of the guys who were helping out at San Diego Pro Wrestling Academy, like he got them to become the head trainers. There's more to the story,
Yeah, I see
I'm
that.
just saying, like,
Well,
I'm trying to present it as non, like,
I
I'm
look,
trying not to.
I saw another San Diego relationship break up in the past week. That's why.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
What happened?
well, I mean, I
Hold
don't
on,
want to
hold on. Before I finish, before you start, like, I want to finish this really quick. So that school, Primal whatever, started, right?
be.
Um, I don't. I from people have shown me a lot of shit, and I've seen a lot of names that weren't familiar. I see one name that's familiar on like business papers and shit's like they were like, "Who the fuck is this?" And they keep asking me questions and shit. But it's like, to me, it seems like someone, bought a school, bought some trainers, and poached students silently, from what I was told, even from people who were in the middle of that whole thing in San Diego.
Because
Like,
I see I see trainers there in track suits that used to be trainers elsewhere, and it's just like there's this weird mix going on. And I'm just letting you guys know right now.
but
I
before, I wanted to really finish really quickly.
go ahead.
Skyfire is a promotion started by Robin Shaw, who is from MPW up here, and then he moved down to San Diego a few years ago,
Okay.
right after you like sort of like dipped out from the scene, not like to Oklahoma, but when you dipped out from wrestling and shit. He went there. He started to like work with Level Up and shit, and then a bunch of people had falling outs. I don't want to tell their stories because they're not my stories to tell. But
I feel it.
I'll say this: there's so much fucking drama in San Diego, and it's so fucking sad because it could have been a huge thriving scene, but I feel like everyone there just wants to be the leader, and tries to put themselves in that position, even though they're not really like. I don't think they have leadership qualities.
Mm-mm. I didn't, and I wasn't trying to be no leader when I was down there. I was just trying to be me and have a good promotion and do fun shit and
You were just trying to smoke weed with fans. Not
fans,
there's any
wrestlers, bro.
everyone. Hey man, not that there's anything wrong with that. If anyone wants to smoke weed with me, I'm more of an open to it. But yeah, it's like San Diego is kind of a mess, and then there's that other guy who I won't say by name because I heard he likes to sue people and shit.
Oh God.
That bitch. I think he's the biggest bitch of them all. It's so funny
Don't even know
how
who you're talking about. I don't even know who
Benny
you're talking
kept
about.
talking about this one bitch for so many years, and then kept talking shit about this one bitch for so many years, trashed him and all that, and now it's like seems like they're cool. So it's like, what the fuck's really going on down there?
And
Like
then that's just a weird thing to me because I know what you're talking about, and
it,
it's
let me
just like
say this: it's gonna end up being that one bitch versus Primal Pro eventually down in the next year or so. Watch, and it's gonna be a mess. And then who knows? Either way, I don't like that one
I'm just
bitch.
letting you guys know right now. The spies are real in San Diego. Just putting that the fuck out there, guys. Like, you should hear and see the shit that me and Andrew see from San Diego. It's like, guys, what the fuck's going on down there? Do you guys not understand? Like, you guys don't have each other's backs right now?
You
Like,
guys are worse than a fucking sewing circle down there. You don't get that line?
oh yeah.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
what? Is someone coming on?
Ah, I was trying to get you wanna know who I was trying to get on right now?
Hmm.
Nolan Ryan.
Get him on.
He's literally in the middle of something with some family. So yeah, I was trying to get Nolan on. Nolan,
Shout out Nolan.
shout out Nolan. We'll stay on for you if you come on.
Look, you better come to my comeback show. You better bring everyone up. Fucking buy tickets to that shit. I'm needing money for it next year.
Speaking of Nolan, man, Nolan was Nolan was one of the main reasons. Nolan was one of the main fans and main reasons why I pushed FCW the way I did because those guys got involved. They wanted to be a part of what was going on and not in like a fanboy way, in a business way, and I respected that a lot. And, like I wish Nolan would come back to wrestling. I wish he would come back to helping guys out with logos and shit like that because he was like, Nolan was like a brand on the scene. And I thought that was fucking cool for a long time. I was like, man, like he's really doing that shit. And Quiet Wyatt, baby. Remember that shit? Love
Hmm.
it. Yeah.
I
But
remember he was fucking sponsoring shit and all that, um, and fucking doing a lot for wrestlers, making merch for them, getting merch printed for them, and all that. He did a
there's a
lot for the scene.
there was a
The
wrestler out there. We're not gonna name his name. There's a wrestler out there. He was taking care, man, and this is the bitch shit that happens in the scene. Nolan took care of this wrestler so good because the wrestler loved pizza.
Mhm.
Nolan went out and got him a pizza sponsor to where the fucking shirt had FCW, his actual picture on there, his
Yeah, I
name.
remember that.
Yeah, and on the back had the pizza parlor and all the locations and shit. And it was just like, bro. And then that night he comes and tells us, "Oh, I can't wrestle no more for you guys because I make shitty money elsewhere."
Signed a contract. Fuck. Well, if San Diego wasn't
Oh,
so fucking corrupt that
back to that. Hang on. So back to
okay,
that. I saw another breakup recently, and it was public. Um,
name
it's
names.
Matt. I can't. Well, fuck. Why can't I think of his the fucking oh god. Sorry, Wrestling Matt. Duh. Wrestling Matt and Disney had owned ORC together, and apparently that's a no longer thing. And then um, Disney or One Ring Circus had posted that they're now under the same umbrella that I'm under, and I was like, oh, okay. Which that's nothing. I've wanted ORC under the LL. I wanted ORC's brand under what we're trying to do financially, and I know like I just hang on. I just saw a breakup, okay, and I was like, bro,
Mhm.
like another breakup. It's like, guys, like I did it just 2 years ago with Border X. I went in with a fucking partner, thinking that this person was like gonna be like a good partner and just turned out to be like a dating service for this person and a fucking open bar and just other shit. Yeah, I'm calling that one out. But I just was like, man, like what the fuck's going on? And then I spoke to Matt and he told me some things that I'm not going to put out there because that's definitely between him and Disney. And I didn't think that I would be told those things. But it's just like, yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. And it goes back to what you were saying of someone's trying to be in charge of San Diego. Someone's trying to be like the king. It's like, bro, like don't do that. Like don't try to be number 1 in San Diego. You know what I mean? Don't try to be the main guy. You guys are all working in the same building right now. It seems like well, there's like 2 promotions, 3 promotions in one building. Then
And
you
they're
guys,
renting it out to outside promotions now
and then
too.
yeah, you rent an outside promo, which is good because I know my business partner that I work with is involved in that, and he's on the financial side of things. You know, he's got his hand in a whole bunch of things, and he's just like, all right, let's see if this wrestling thing works. And we're trying. I'm on my end trying to make it work from out here in Oklahoma, and they're doing that over there in San Diego. And I don't like. I guess this is my way of telling them, like, hey, man, just be wary about everything that's going on out there, you know. And I hope it lasts. I hope everything works out, but it just like I saw this breakup the other day, and I was like, God damn, dude, like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, fuck. And then, um, I guess my whole point of that is like who else is going to turn on each other because it's already like you guys it's just like it just keeps happening more and more and more and more and more and more. Who's next? Don't let it happen. Make sure you guys are working together. Make sure you guys are fucking communicating because guess what, we hear a lot about what's going on down there and it's not pretty at fucking all, at all, like at all. It's almost embarrassing. Actually it is
Sad.
embarrassing. Actually it is embarrassing. It's
It's
fucking
sad.
embarrassing. Cheers to the embarrassment. So
Mhm. Cheers.
mm, but you know, I don't want to. I'm. that's that's me calling out some shit, I guess, on the end of like, look, man,
I like how word association was just one for me.
hops.
I like the guy, but I also feel like he's one of the many in San Diego that's plateaued. I feel like he's had so many. Um, I feel like he's had so much potential,
Hmm.
but I don't know if we can really sort of blame Benny being his fucking mentor, quote unquote mentor for that, or if it's
One
just
hundred
that,
percent.
or if
One
it's
hundred
just that,
percent.
if it's just
Hop.
that, hold on,
Go
if
ahead.
it's just that he never really ended up, doing more with wrestlers who got more experience in him,
Hmm.
and that he never got to go out more and do more and experience more before I guess he ended up becoming sort of like in a leadership role. Um, I guess by default with Benny and all them and shit. Um,
Well,
and
Benny used
then
to just leave anybody in charge. Benny was a sack of shit trainer.
mm,
He wouldn't like he was absent most of the time, so he would allow guys like Hops who. And I'm sorry, Hobbs, but you had no business being a trainer. You know that. And I'm talking about at Battle U when they had you guys running classes. And it's like, bro, what? Like, come on, man. You like, first of all, this like, and I remember guys like, and I'll put Eli's name out there. Eli pulled me to the side one time. He was like, bro, like, why are you letting Hops and these guys run classes? That's not a good look. And I'm like, I know, like, but I left the curriculum up to Benny, and that bled over into guys like Hops and Casey and stuff like that. And you say Hops plateaus and stuff, plateaued. It's like, yeah, it sucks. And imagine if he would have been a Santino Brothers student.
yeah, like if he went to Santino Bros, fuck, bro, we'd be talking about him being somewhere fucking bigger than fucking. I don't know. Maybe he'd be in TNA. Maybe he'd be in New Japan, somewhere like that. Probably be in
Guaranteed,
Mexico.
guaranteed.
But him,
And he still has the opportunity to do that. He still has the athleticism. He still has the look. He still has charisma. He still has everything that a wrestler is supposed to be. What bothered me about that situation is like Benny just didn't train him right. You know what I mean? And it sucked because I gave them I gave Benny all the opportunity in the world to make great wrestlers and great people, and he didn't fucking do it because you got guys like the guys from Hate, like Rico and all those guys, telling us back from LA, like, man, you guys got you guys got them walking in the locker room and they can't even shake people's hands. They don't know how to shake
Yeah.
a hand. Like, fuck, you know.
I don't
So,
believe in handshaking. I think that's lame. But anyway, I think with Hobbs, it's also like him and all those other guys were probably like maybe they didn't get as close to Benny, when it comes to, behind the scenes. I'm not gonna get into it, but like, we've been around Benny and you know how he is, and we know how he plays favorites, and we've seen how we saw how like one student who ended up being like um he was getting groomed to be the next San Diego guy because he was always partying with Benny, and then allegations came out about him and now he's fucking gone and shit. So, and then it's also, it made me wonder, like, because I wasn't around, I didn't really like talk to many people as much as I should have and shit. But like from what I ended up learning is like Benny seemed like he took favorites, and it seemed like whoever he was partying with more and shit, he was, trying to like, get in the door of certain places just so he can have somebody to tag along with and party with and shit. But that's what I
um,
heard. I don't know how
Danny
true it is, but
Danny Cleary said, "Come on, Andrew, give some other schools some love."
Danny Devine, what do you want me to say? Millennium Wrestling Academy, Chatsworth, California. Royce Isaacs, Ray
Oh, that's Danny
Roses.
Devine.
I think it is.
Danny
Is
Cleary.
it? I'm really fucking high right now, bro. Why are you putting pressure on me? Yeah, they got a good school going on too. I just think they need to put themselves out there more too.
Yes.
They gotta
Yes.
fucking cause like MPW has Ray Rose. I'm repeating myself. Jesus fucking Christ. They got Ray Rosas. They got fucking Royce Isaacs training in there and shit.
Royce
And
Isaacs, the trainer.
he's a trainer. I think I don't know what days he coaches, but he trains there. I don't know if Seth Skyfire is still training there, but he was training there too. Um, like they've got a really underrated school, I just think like Danny, and I'm not saying this to be malicious or anything, bro.
Here it
Okay.
comes. Here it comes.
I think there needs to be more in terms of like advertising and content and all
That's
that shit. Look at like I don't
I was,
want
you
to
know, just wait. I'm gonna cut you off. I was just gonna say, I guarantee it's not an underrated school. It's an undermarketed school because that's all it really is. And I'm pretty sure if they put some good marketing out there and
I
they,
think
like,
I think like if they took a look at what Santino Bros does, right, which is like post clips of their training sessions and stuff, and then just tutorials and shit, just to get content out there, it would catch people's eyes and all that. But yeah, again, and I think like me not bringing up MPW is sort of an example of that because again, well, I have CTE, I don't remember a lot of shit, but it's also like you know, Santino Bros is so fucking good at branding themselves, and I think if MPW can, put way more effort into like, advertising the school more, yeah, they would be able to get like a
wait,
lot
where's
more
the school
notoriety.
at again? It's in
Chatsworth, California, which is like,
is that
well,
LA?
it's right by Norfolk. It's in North Valley. It's far from like where we were.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, everything was far where I was
I
from.
mean,
I was
and it's
like,
in a great location because if you're in the San Fernando Valley or like if Southgate is too far for you and you're like in the northern LA area, it's a good option. I mean, Santino, like I'll say this, Santino Bros and MPW. Sorry, I hate to skip on the fucking names. And all and them I would say are the fucking places to go train in LA. Now I can see Heather Hughley's comment.
the
I don't know what you agree with me on, fucking Danny, because this guy's
the
fucking.
marketing, the marketing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what to say, bro. I'm stoned. You guys got me at the wrong fucking time. We talking about fucking business and bro. Fucking talking about this shit. Why am I? Um,
Robin Shaw.
I've known Matt for a while. solid dude. I think he's trying something down there with Skyfire Pro. Um, yeah. Um, he's a Patriots fan though.
Oh shit.
I
No.
will say this. This is a fucked up story, kind of. He is the reason why I found out Kobe died because his post on Facebook was the first post I saw about his death. So
Oh shit.
that's how I guess I'm gonna. That's my lasting memory of Robin Shaw. Sorry, Matt.
Jesus.
It's terrible. I know.
Um. Let's see.
Zara Zacher. Zara Zacher is a great worker, and I think she's going to be really fucking great. And also, like even before she became a wrestler, when she was like one of Benny's students, quote unquote, I guess, or a student Benny would take claim for or try to. Like she came and helped out at an Epic Pro show, and
Mhm.
she did a lot. So I had a lot of respect for her, and hopefully I can book her more when I run more in the future.
Are you ever gonna run again?
I'm waiting on certain shit to come through, man.
What, your income tax, motherfucker? I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Bro, you know how much they fucking take from me, man?
A lot.
Bro, I don't have a wife. I don't have a kid. I don't own property. I'm getting fucked.
Oh, that's right. That's right, huh? Because I'm like, because when I do taxes, I get shit. I get a chunk back, dog. I get I got a kid. Had a household, wife. You know what I mean? Like I get a little chunk back. I'm gonna
Yeah,
start claiming these fucking dogs here soon.
fuck. Next
Yeah.
name,
Next name out of San Diego scene.
besides the bitch.
Can't even comment on none of that kind of stuff, man. Tommy Wilson, since he's out of that, he is now a trainer. What? How do you feel about all that?
Never really been a fan of his. Never really interacted with him. I think someone said he hated one of my reviews of his matches and shit.
Uh,
Of course. I heard a lot of negative things about him. Heard a lot of stories, but they're not my stories to tell.
no.
And to me, it's like I remember coming up like in the scene like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, people would joke about Tommy Wilson. And it's crazy to me that like he's gone from the guy who was sort of like the butt end of a joke to sort of being like, you know, being seen as quote unquote a veteran who people blindly respect, sort of like how Jarrell is sort of blindly respected by a bunch of fucking dumbasses in this. Not, I don't want to say they're all dumbasses, but it's like, but a
Damn.
lot of them are dumbasses, and they just don't want to fucking listen to reason, and they don't realize that listening to Jarrell will fucking ruin your fucking chances at ever being anything. And it's like you link
Jesus.
up with him, you're just gonna be working fucking
Thought we left him alone.
PWC shows. And you know what? You're right, but I heard I watched a little bit of Eso's Luch tonight, and he was doing commentary on it, and it was so fucking bad. And I don't want to switch up the conversation, but remember the last podcast we talked about commentary and Rival Pro.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to Big Dick Haas and all that. I know he made that post about fans should not be allowed to do commentary. Well, shitty ex wrestlers who want to get themselves over shouldn't be allowed to fucking do commentary either. So
God damn.
that's my take. God damn, bad commentary can really ruin a show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like listening to a fucking shit heel trying to get himself over on commentary is so bad, especially when that fucking shit heel is Jarrell. Jarrell Diaz, not Jarrell Nelson. Full disclosure.
Oh, shout out Gerald Nelson.
Yeah.
He was a great wrestler. Wait, where's he at?
He's still around. He's teaming with Royce Isaacs as part of the West Coast Wrecking Crew. I think they're trying to
Damn.
get to. They've been to Japan a few times.
Oh shit.
He's part
Okay.
of New Japan Strong and all that. Yeah, he's still around.
Shout
I
out
think.
SoCal Crazy.
Did he
He's part.
comment?
No, he's part of that. He's with New Japan Strong too.
Uh,
I.
um, Yeah.
Who else? Come on, Red Spider, get on here so we can talk about Mark.
The Red Spider.
He was at a show, so he just got
Oh
home.
yeah,
And
he was on that show I was watching.
oh shit, he's like, I
Yeah.
just got home from a show. I'm like,
I
hey,
didn't
bro.
watch. I didn't watch his match because I was watching the game as well. Which
I'm sorry, what were you watching? Hey man, like you said, there's a lot of baseball left, and
baseball left.
a lot of baseball left for
As far
us.
as I'm concerned, it's a best of 3 series now.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're going in there
But
double
we're.
squared
I
up.
feel like we're way more depleted heading into this series as far as injuries and shit. I think
And look, and that's not even me talking shit.
it's
Like
true.
it's true. Your bullpen is like,
Mm. We saw what happened tonight.
bro. We lost Musgrove. You know what I mean? Like we lost Joe, and that
And
hurt us bad. But fucking New York, they lost old boy. I forget his. Oh fuck, what was his name? They just lost somebody too. New York lost 2 players too. So
I wish I watched that game today.
the Philly Mets,
Yeah, dude. I watched fucking
bro.
I watched Philly Milwaukee the last game of the wild card
Hmm.
series. Oh man. Holy shit, talk about a
Not
game, bro.
yeah, that was a good game. This game today was a like straight like banger game. Like
Yeah.
Kyle just came out, I was like, do it, like I'm just fucking let's
Bro,
go.
I love October baseball, man. Like
Yeah,
the atmospheres are always amazing. Like
and
even when a home team is getting blown out, it's like all the fans are starting to leave, and then the away fans are taking over and shit. So much fun. Except for when it happens to the Dodgers, that shit
it's everyone
sucks.
at. Hey, wait,
Um,
what? So I was at dinner
yeah.
and you were texting me about there's a
Profar,
delay.
yeah, like so. I guess Profar, like so early in the game, Profar robbed a home run,
Hmm.
and I guess like when he caught the ball, he held it for a little bit in the stands, and everyone thought I think it was like Mookie Betts hit a home run, and after a while, like um, Profar got up, had the ball, and he was out, blah blah blah, and I guess he was starting to talk some shit, you know. And then as the game was going on, there was some more shit talking, blah blah blah. Then in like the seventh inning, the bottom of the seventh inning, and during the seventh inning stretch, I think a fan threw a baseball out into the field at Profar, and then
Oh,
fans started throwing trash out, and there was like a 10-minute delay and shit, and you know,
fucking Dodger
and
fans,
then
man.
Padres fucking, and then fucking I think Manny Machado had a team meeting in the dugout right after that, and then they fucking unloaded on the Dodgers. It was like I'm a Dodger fan. Holy fuck, that was wild. That was fucking wild. Listen, the Dodgers really need to do this in the next games. Fucking Shohei needs to fucking blast a line drive onto whoever who's going to be starting the fucking game on game 3 and shit.
I'll
Right into
tell you right
their
now.
fucking face.
I'll tell you
Take
right
them
now
out.
though.
Send a message right there. Fucking Freddie Freeman's out, so fucking Max Mussey's going to have to step up.
Wait,
Fucking,
I thought Freddie was playing. He's
he's
done
day to
again.
day, and he was out of. I think he pulled out of the game today, but he's
Ankle,
all.
right? His is
Yeah,
ankle. Ankle.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's day to day, so who knows if he's going to be able to play in game 3 or game 4. But they need to step the fuck up. They need to fucking.
Well, I'll tell you this, man. A
Dave
couple years
Roberts needs to
ago,
throw a fucking bat at somebody's fucking head, at fucking Tatis's head. That fucking
I was at
steroid user.
NLDS. I have the cup holder right there. I'm looking
Oh,
at it right
fuck
there.
you.
I was at NLDS a couple years ago, and I'll
Doesn't.
just tell you right now, if the Padres walk, the only other stadium I can compare it to is Philly. Like if the Padres walked into Philly, that's how it is for the Dodgers. The walking into San Diego, that atmosphere just swallows what's going on that. Like you're right. October baseball is different, but San Diego's crowd is going to swallow the Dodgers whole when they get there, and it's like it's hard to play. Like Shohei might be the only one that's not going to pay attention to that, and I respect that because he's a machine, bro. That dude's a fucking machine. And I was just telling, I talked to Motros a lot about this, and he's just like, man, that home run was rough yesterday. I said, yeah, but you gotta understand, we just played the Dodgers like 3 games before the wild card, and now we're about to play him a whole bunch of other times. So within the 7 or 8 games we've been playing him, it was bound to happen. You know what I mean? But fuck if he'd have knocked the shit out of that ball. You know what I mean? So uh it's going to be a big atmosphere for you guys. You know what I mean? San Diego's a beast of a fucking crowd, so I can't wait for it to happen. You guys got something coming towards you. Anyway, let's go back to Southern California wrestling because fuck baseball right now.
Do we have
People,
something
ain't-
up?
people ain't here to hear us talk about fucking baseball. They want to hear about drama. Now,
What?
nothing?
You wanted to segue into it. I thought you had something to say.
No, I really didn't, man. I honestly, I just want that shit to just kind of like stop being so dramatic now. Like, guys, we get a lot of messages from back home. Well, I get a lot of messages from back home. It's like, man, like, fuck. I just see a bad thing that's gonna happen, and I don't want people to get their feelings hurt and all this other shit. You know, like, I still got love for Disney, even though he don't love me. You know, because he's mad at me and shit like that. And
You made him cry.
I didn't make him cry.
He
Look,
cried.
I don't care.
Daryl cried too.
My whole thing is like, I I guess I'll say it with confidence. I feel that I started a good path of wrestling as far as like quality. You know what I mean? Like we had some quality wrestling going on with FCW. We had a school up, and my intentions were a whole lot different from what people say and what people are doing right now. Like my intention was not to be the king of San Diego and to be a head trainer and like bro, I was just throwing shows and I was just having fun and I just feel a lot of that went away, and Andrew, you can sit there and say, well, you're not supposed to be in wrestling for fun. It's like, well, I wasn't in it for like to have fun with my friends. I was in it to have like good fun. Like PWG was fun. Right? To me, that was like PWG was fun. You know what I mean? You go there, you're having fun. It seemed like the boys had fun. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't know if Super Dragon was having fun, because I hear he's not a fun guy sometimes. Anyway, but I was just trying to do something good and have some fun, not manipulate people. And it just seems like ever since I stopped, that's all it became was everyone just started manipulating
Fuck.
each other. And what happened? You got
I think
Keith in your eye?
Bug flew into my fucking eye, dude. Or
On
something.
live?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Bug in the eye. Bug
Fuck.
in the eye.
Or it
Bug
could
in
be
the
a
eye.
hair.
Well, cut your hair, you fucking hippie.
It could be a dog hair.
Oh,
You can tell me to do something to my dog, you fucking dick.
I didn't say shit.
I'll
Notice I
kill
stopped.
you. I'll go to Oklahoma and I'll kill you.
You know what's
Kill you
funny is
dead.
the last part, 2 podcasts ago when I was rubbing my eye, there's a fucking dog hair in it.
Alright, gotta roll
I
with
don't.
punches.
Yeah, fucking
Fuck
moron.
it.
Sometimes.
We'll do it live. Told you this was gonna be a disaster.
You're the disaster.
Told you. What'd you expect? Anyway,
I wish we had some matches to review. Producer, where'd our producer move to? He was in
hey
Florida.
Danny, why don't you suggest us a match to watch? Let's see how well this goes.
Yes.
Heather, do you have a match?
Heather, you got a match we can view? Danny, got a match we can view? Whoever's watching, we got a match we can review? We'll watch it right now and review it. Who fuck cares?
This is going so fucking bad. We were so unprepared for this.
I was totally prepared. I had notes in it. Look, bro, I had a whole list of notes.
Okay, so go over the notes. Let's talk about the notes. Oh shit.
No, man, there was no notes. There was no I wasn't trying to come in here and have a plan or a game plan, bro. This was supposed to be an opportunity for people that wanted to talk some shit back to us. And look, this was just opportunity for people to like, hey, it's live. You could leave comments. You could talk to us. You could shoot back, and that's all it was. Like that's all it was. That's all it was. I'm
God
just
damn it.
just trying out some things. You know what I mean? We're going like this wasn't supposed to be anything special. It wasn't supposed to be anything like extravagant with balloons and fireworks and stuff. We're just giving something. We're just giving some people something to do on a Sunday night.
I'm gonna try and find something for us. Might not be SoCal wrestling, but
Oh, producer. You can't park there.
Man, that sucks for that homeowner. Um,
Why does that keep playing?
I'm not complaining about it. It's still
Our producer's fucking
is he
retarded.
coming on anytime soon?
Who? Spi-
Uh,
Hey, I tried. I tried to get a couple people on. They said some people said they were going to, and some people are backing out. So that's that's like I said. It's like I didn't have a real game plan. I just wanted to go live. It wasn't gonna be anything different from what we do. You know what I mean? We're gonna sit here and talk some shit, and we're gonna have a good time, and we're gonna waste 2 hours of our life.
there was a show here yesterday from West Coast Pro. I don't know if you want to go over that.
Why? What happened?
It's not. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying like it's not. We probably wouldn't get as much comedy value out of it as we would like an OCCW show or or a Relentless Pro show.
Jeez, I hate you.
What? What?
See, I got blocked by somebody.
Who? Who blocked you? Who blocked you? Was it my dad's half sister again?
Oh, they came after me, bro. In the
Who?
in the in the in the DMs.
They did?
Yeah.
Who?
Uh, I think I already showed you.
No.
It was like the sister.
Oh.
Yeah,
Or like her daughter or some shit.
some shit like that. Yeah, the daughter or something like that.
See, that was the thing I hated about it. Why did she have to get her fucking daughters involved? They had nothing to do with it. It's like go fuck yourself.
He said, "Go fuck yourself."
Is Legend Daryl gonna be coming on the podcast?
I
Let's,
wish.
let's get Legend Daryl on the podcast to
Yeah,
see
let's invite him in.
if he wants to rebuke anything I've said.
Oh, he didn't even read my message. Yeah, I sent it to him.
Somebody wants me to plug a show on November 15th for CCW. I don't know what that is. Crimson Crown Wrestling, I assume. November 15th there. That's your plug. You don't pay me enough. Sorry. Be happy I did that for free. Okay. Thank you, Gus. What a great use of paper that was.
Wait, CCW. That's ran by
Kyle Wild, I think.
which is Sage's husband, right?
Yes, they
Yes.
broke off from UEW years
Yeah, yeah,
ago,
yeah. I
and
remember
then they started their own thing.
that. I
I'm
remember,
gonna
and that's all in dedication to her father, correct? Supreme.
kayfabe that. They started years ago before Supreme
Kayfabe,
died.
what? The most public known thing.
I'm gonna invite someone. Hopefully they'll accept.
Yeah,
I've invited several people, but they didn't want to because
I
they're
bet.
upset at you.
Huh?
They're upset at you. Old shit.
Aw.
Um, one of them hasn't looked at my message because I think they're at a show. I don't think any of the other people I know would want to be on here. I'm gonna try and anyway. This is such a disaster. What
It's
you?
not. Stop saying that. Shut the fuck up. Like you're
Uh,
the disaster. I will.
so so
What? I thought you invited
I'm
somebody.
trying to kill. I'm waiting to see if they're gonna respond. But anyway, who did you invite?
Let's see. Still trying to like get Nolan on here. Put
Can you
his
get
kid.
Theo Vaughn in here?
Oh yeah, here. Let me call him right now. No, for real, I'll call him right now. See if he'll FaceTime me.
Tell him we need the viewers. What if he's sleeping right now?
He's not sleeping. Hey Theo, it's Gus. What's up? Click. Oh, well, that didn't
Oh man,
help. You dumb fuck. I got on Theo's number. What a great experience that was, though.
yeah. Paid for a pizza.
That's right. Um, you know, I guess we're kind of like not beating a dead horse when it comes to the whole SoCal scene and the San Diego thing, but it's like I really wish some of those dudes would have talked to me, would have like hashed things out with me, this, that, and the other.
Oh, remember how we didn't finish that Daryl match?
Yeah, why?
I actually tried to watch the whole thing.
And what happened? Did you fall asleep?
I couldn't finish it because it's way, way, way worse than what we saw. Fucking, it was like a parody of a ladder match because fuck. At some points, Bovey was just standing around, just going like this,
What the fuck?
right, standing right next to the fucking ladder, and he would get on the first rung, and he would just stay there for like 10 seconds, get up, like try and pretend to get. He's struggling to get to the second rung, and this is like 5 minutes into the match, and Daryl would fucking come in and like throw the weakest strikes, and fucking Bovey would sell it like it's death. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, bro. I'm glad because if we tried to watch the whole thing through, fuck. I Daryl, we can say whatever we want about Ringgate, but as a performer, he's the shits. You know, the
I
shit.
heard he was a cosplayer. Is that true?
I heard some other shit that I won't say publicly, because I feel like I don't know if it's true, and I don't want to defame his character, but on an unrelated note, Gus, I've been thinking about ways to maximize revenue and income for my business and all that. I was talking to some people about it. They were saying, "Hey, dude, you should get merch made, or you should consider putting on special pay-per-view events and all that. You should make a Patreon, blah blah blah." One person told me, "Hey, have you ever thought about booking wrestlers who would pay to get on your show?" I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, I heard this one wrestler. I'm not going to name their name, but he was like, yeah, they pay promoters like $100 to get booked on their shows and to go over. I was like, oh, really? And I was like, makes a lot of sense as to why they're getting booked all the fucking time in
Oh,
SoCal.
I asked Daryl if he was that guy, and
I
he
didn't say it
said,
was Daryl.
I'm I heard a similar story, and I just started going down the list of people that I was talking to at the time, and I said, "Hey, Daryl, are you one of those guys that pays promoters $100?" And he was like, "No, I would never do that, and I would never work for a promoter who allows that." So I was like, "Oh, double shots, okay."
Well, he booked Moonlight Leo for a show, so I guess we'll have to take him for his word.
God damn it!
Hold on, let me see if I can find any Moonlight Leo matches.
Please don't. Uh, What do you mean you? Go call our producer.
Oh, excuse me, our producer, who's currently our producer who's in Poughkeepsie, New York.
This is why live is now banned from Mike W. Gus.
Well, we should be more prepared next time. We should have like
I
we
was
should do it for a
prepared.
special event, like an election, like the election, maybe, because then it's like we'd have live content to comment on. But man,
Oh, you're right.
who is I just looking up right now?
Moonlight Leo.
Okay.
He said, "Okay."
Fuck, I forgot. God.
I try to work closely with this guy named Andrew. I tried to.
Hey,
It's Sunday night, y'all. We having fun.
listen, I wasn't prepared, and also,
You never are prepared.
the Dodgers lost, so I'm
I'm gonna just tell you guys right now. There's about 4 podcasts in the can that you'll never see because
because
you'll
you said
because what? Yeah,
Nothing.
don't go there. Don't go there. There's me and Andrew did one podcast that I actually deleted. So,
It was very political. That's
very
why.
political.
I mean,
Very.
it's not like we said anything wrong. It's just that, I mean,
They
if you're on
got
the right side of history, it's not wrong. It's just that certain people would like look at us a certain way, and we don't want to be labeled a certain way. And
AKA canceled.
I mean, let's just say if we were to talk about a certain international conflict, one side would have been really, really upset, and I don't want us to get thrown off and censored for saying what we wanted to say about a certain human rights conflict going on there. That I'm against genocide. That's all I'm going to say.
Why do you have your arm up like me?
I'm trying to pop my shoulder back in this. Oh shit! I didn't even notice that.
I went like this and then you did it.
Oh my god, my bad, bro.
You fucking weirdo.
You're a weirdo.
Is there anything fuck, I did have something to talk about. I really did. Now you make me feel unprepared.
Man, I also related to SoCal wrestling, man. I
Uh-oh,
and
spill it.
I'm not gonna name names, but I someone showed me some shit where um a really shitty worker is fucking teaching fucking classes, wrestling classes at a fucking fitness gym every weekend and shit. And they've been doing it for like 2 months or so. And I guess they're having a show with the students from that place. So
What?
yeah, I'm sure that'll be really fucking high end entertainment right there.
I remember there was a school in LA a couple years back that they were throwing shows with their students, and there was like kids on the show and shit, like 8-year-old kids, 9-year-old kids, and like girls too. And I'm like,
Steve
nothing
Payne's
against.
House of Pain.
Was that it?
Yeah, I think that was it. Was it? Yeah, the Lucha show, school, right?
Where it was just like this small little
The
building and it just had
small little building with the
like a
ring with the
row. It
yellow
was like
ropes.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Steve Payne's House of Lucha, and I don't want to say much, because legalities and all that shit. But I
Yeah.
heard some wild shit about that school and some accusations about people from that school, and which probably
Ooh.
explains why it's not around anymore. Like,
I am actually the one who brokered the sale of that ring because
mm,
um he had posted something and it came across my feed that he was selling the ring, and I reached out to somebody that was looking for one, and I actually brokered that deal. And I was like, huh, I wonder why he's selling his ring, because it was weird, because he had literally just had a show, or he was having a show, and it was just like, wait, you're not doing the school anymore, you're not doing anything with that. And it just was done. It was just
mm.
done. But if that's the same one, then yeah, it was just like I remember seeing the student shows with like little kids on. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, in Lucha, there's little kids all the time, like doing shit in Lucha Libre, which is I'm sure a lot of people will find weird, but at the same time, it's like I guess there's been less of that over the years in America, I believe, but um, I do find it weird that adults and we're having kids like on shows and shit. Like I can understand if like schools offered like kids classes, for wrestling, where it's just like, oh, come in and learn how to roll around and learn lockups and how to do safe stuff. No real bumping and shit. Just be like, because like when I was training to be a fighter and shit, like I would always see the kids classes at the gyms and shit, right? And a lot of it was just mostly like activity based, games based stuff that would also teach them, bits and pieces of like, jujitsu and kickboxing and all that, but without like putting physical strain on the kids or showing them how to hurt anyone really. They did teach self defense, but nothing like that would teach them to go out and fucking start up a fucking fucking street beef start type get up in their backyard with their friends at their elementary school. But like it was like one of those things, if a wrestling school did that, okay, but if they're putting kids on shows,
Uh-uh.
No, it's not good for them, especially since like the human body, develops from birth all the way to the age of 26. That's when your body stops growing at the age of
Oh, Mr.
26.
Scientific over here.
I
Look
mean,
at you.
I'm just saying, scientists. I mean, I might have my ages mixed up, but around the age of 26 is when your body becomes your adult form body, right? And to take all that punishment as you're
Wait, so how old are
developing.
you?
36,
So when are you gonna get your adult body?
probably. Well, fuck, I would have one, but you already took it, so
Shut your fucking ass up.
you fat
This
fuck.
this dude's built like a luchador, by the way. He's really built like fucking like fuck what was the dude? The Nacho Libre?
Fuck you. You're better shit than he is.
Hey,
Anyway,
hey, rounds of shape, bitch.
anyway, what was I saying?
I don't know, yeah, CTE, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Something about kids shouldn't be in the ring.
Oh yeah,
Pretty
kids shouldn't be in the ring. Because like in training, they shouldn't be training strenuously
Hey,
because
I'll say this.
hold on, let me finish my point real quickly. Because the body's growing, especially at like from under at the age of 18, the body's still growing, right? And if
Mhm.
you're putting so much damage on your body, it's going to damage your body's development later in life, and you're going to deal with more and more injuries in your life, not just in wrestling, but life in general. Like if you're taking a lot of damage to your body at a young age, it's going to catch up with you early and shit. And uh, I mean, Rey
That's
Mysterio is a
that.
different case, but
That's why. Okay, so I'll put this one out there. That's why I used to be against when Ryan Kidd used to train with certain people, and I would throw shows.
the bitch.
Oh, you don't like Ryan Kidd?
No, I meant training with certain people. I mean, the bitch is school.
No, he was training with. Hang on. Now I get what you're saying.
The bitch who
Yeah, yeah,
runs
yeah,
that
yeah, 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 yeah,
school
yeah, yeah,
down in
yeah,
San Diego
yeah, yeah, yeah.
that does bitch shit.
Anyway, when I would have early on FCW shows, he would be in the ring doing shit. And this was when I was helping out with what New Wave Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I was a partial owner of New Wave Pro for like a few shows. Just let that's a fun fact. But he would be in the ring, bro, and I would tell like Andy and Trevor, I'm like, hey man, like this kid's 13 years old. Like, so what do you mean so? I kind of had to be like the Karen for a minute. I'm like, yo, does his parents know what he's doing? Like, does his parents know he's here? And they kind of looked at me like, I mean, what does it matter? I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? If this kid hurts himself, we're fucked, bro. Like, we're fucked. And not just us, but the gym and the venue and anybody who's gonna come for this 13-year-old boy. You know what I mean? Fortunately, nothing ever happened to him. Shout out Ryan Kidd for keeping healthy, but he was the only guy that I ever seen train as a kid and go as far as he did, as far as like against what you're saying. Like, I don't think he didn't develop bad or anything. You know what I mean? He didn't take too much punishment or anything as a kid, but he also wasn't 7, 8, 9 years old in the ring. But
I don't think
he's still
but he's also not like nearing his 40s, I think. So
no, no, he's like 30. He's in his 30s or something. He's Ryan adult now for sure,
I
but
remember the Tony Kozina thing. I remember people were like, "Oh man, Tony really put a number on him." It's like it. It was like, huh, man, that was wild and shit.
well, he's trained him or something.
No, you don't know about that.
No, nothing, not at all.
There was some match where like for this promotion that was ran by that guy Jason Strife, who passed away a few years ago. It's called, I think it was like Magnum Pro.
Yeah, yeah.
And during the match, I guess like Tony was a little stiff and a little rough on Ryan Kidd. And
that
to
would
me,
that had
to
to have
me,
been within the past what 6, 7 years, right?
no, it was like 2011, I think,
Oh, okay.
2012. And it became a really big controversy and all that because people felt like Tony really, really fucking did a number on the kid. And it's like, I mean, Tony was like probably in his 40s, and this kid was only like, Ryan Kidd was probably only like 14, 15 at the time and shit. But to me, like, that's an example of why you don't put a kid in a fucking ring like that,
Right.
It's just dumb shit bound to happen. I mean, I remember when I was 13, I did backyard wrestling and shit with my friends. I remember one time we did a show that was like 2 weeks after 9/11, right? I remember the first match had this one kid who lived on our street, and nobody really liked him, and we would always fucking pick on him, right? And he wanted to be on our show that we were doing at our friend Sean's neighbor's house because they had a big yard, and we flyered up our schools and shit, and we got like 70 kids to come out to pay like $2 to watch our show and shit, right? So this kid really wanted to be on the show, and he was complaining, and he was threatening he was going to go tell his mom that we were doing this and get us in trouble and shit. So we're like, fine, whatever, you can be on the show. And then eventually, like, we put him in a match with some of the other younger kids, and someone told told the other kids, just beat the shit out of him and humiliate him, right? So show starts. First match, there's 70 kids from our middle school and high school and one of the elementary schools there and shit. Just they all paid $2 to come in and blah blah blah. Match happens. The kid gets beat up, and they like not like beat up in the sense that like they were like legit punching him. And we're talking about fifth and sixth graders, right?
Right.
Just tagging this kid and like doing like double shin stomps and shit onto his body, just sentons and all that on him, and eventually the kid puked. Not where we were doing our matches, but he puked like right around like the driveway, and he left and he started crying and shit, right? So after that, it was my match, and it was me, my friend Sean, Daniel, and Ryan. And during the match, I just remember like being on my fucking gross. I just remember being on the ground, right? And I looked to my right, and I saw two cops walking up, right? And I turned around, my friend Sean booted me in the face. And I remember being out. I woke up, and there was like a shopping cart on top of me for some reason. And I remember my chest was sore. And I look over, and the cops were still there, right? So match gets done, and the cops are like, "Yeah, we got a call about an illegal wrestling show. Did you guys pay to get in?" Like they said that to the crowd, to all the kids, and the kids were like, "No, no, blah blah blah." And like, "All right, you kids have fun," and they left. And we later found out Rusty got someone, I don't know if it was mom or his dad, but he was behind the cops being called on us on that match. And, that was the only thing I remember from that match, is like getting concussed and having a shopping cart on top of me. Oh, God. Oh, God.
What?
Nothing. What?
Nothing. I'm
What?
listening to you. I'm
Are you
listening
trying
to
to
you.
stir the pot with him?
No, not at all. Why?
Oh, my God, dude. I wish you guys could just make peace.
I've
I
tried.
wish you
I've
could make
tried.
peace. Oh,
I've
well.
tried.
You have any backyard wrestling stories, Gus?
Ah,
You ever get hit with the light tube?
no. I never did weapons.
Really?
I never did any weapons.
Fuck.
I did the only time I did any type of like hardcore matches or anything with like any type of weapon was with Matt Twisted, and that was kendo sticks and cookie sheets, and that was probably about it. And um yeah, I never got hit with any of that shit.
Mm.
The biggest backyard story I could ever tell is probably the one from Minnesota when we went up to work for what was it, Twin Cities Wrestling Alliance, TCWA, and we got hired to go work this bar, and we get up there and it's like semi snowing, and the ring was outside, so it was between, there was like the building, two open sides, and then a fence, right?
Mm-hmm.
I swear on my kid, this fucking the only people in the crowd was the owner and his wife, and one of the guys who drove one of the wrestlers. And we
Mm.
had 7 matches we had to do, so we just went out there. Like I went out there just how I came. I literally just went out there. But I remember I power bombed one dude, like just because we were literally asking the owner, like, what do you want me to do to him next? He's like, give him a power bomb. So I give him a power bomb, and out of nowhere you hear the cows on the other side go moo.
Damn, you popped the cows, bro.
Popped cows, baby.
Damn.
Um, but I never worked never worked a backyard promotion. I went to a few backyard shows out in Minnesota, or not Minnesota, but Iowa or some shit, and they were exactly what they were. They were Midwest backyard shows.
Mm.
One was literally in a dude's backyard, which I thought was kind of cool because like the way he had set it up. They had a trampoline. They had the fucking tire post in the rings and shit. It was all like real ropes, and I was like, okay, this guy's got his little like studio of a backyard wrestling thing, you know. Um, all the matches sucked, but it was entertaining. It was just entertaining. But to be honest, and I'll say this publicly, and but I always wanted to have my own backyard wrestling promotion,
Mm.
but a a better version, you know, like a cool version, a safer version. I know it's like a safe version of backyard wrestling, like
Pussy.
well, not yard like I wouldn't have backyard wrestlers. You know what I mean? That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Is I would have wrestlers who like want to do some real cool shit and get down
So
and
you
dirty
want
and
to do
jump
what
off a roof.
GCW does every 4th of July?
What do they do?
They have a backyard wrestling show with pro wrestlers.
so,
Nice.
so one time, that's my friend Jen. She we were sitting around. I think we are playing we were playing dominoes or forgot what the fuck we were playing. Because we're playing
Bones?
dominoes or cards. I fucking forgot because she dropped it. So anyway, I'm sitting in the chair. Her best friend's sitting right here in another chair, and then her and her now husband were sitting together. Yeah, we were playing dominoes. We were playing dominoes, and fucking nobody's looking. And I look straight across, and she drops a domino, and she goes straight down to fucking grab it, and you just hear,
Oh.
"Doom." She comes back up. She was just like, she was sitting in the thing like this. I looked over. I was like, I saw that. Bro, she hit that fucking table so fucking hard, bro. I swear to God. Um, Jen is one of the ones I wanted to podcast with because she's funny as fuck, but she wants to play nurse and she wants to help people survive and live. And she wants,
Lame.
yeah, right? Fucking
Fuck
lame.
those people.
Fuck those people. But you know
They're
what?
gonna
Shout
die anyway, Jen. Just come on the fucking podcast.
out.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, they
Maybe.
are. No,
Oh,
she.
are they?
No, she works at a crazy. She works at the crazy hospital.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I used to work there too. They real shit. That place is haunted as fuck. There's so many real hey, real shit. If Jen hasn't been through it, she's definitely had some fucking
Oh, fucking.
Hey, bro, I'm
We
already
got to
out of
keep her
this.
safe then. We don't want her to lose her job.
Nah, definitely not. She definitely does a good job at what she does.
I've been hit
but
with light tubes before.
are we going back to that?
Yeah,
Wait, why were you hit with wait, Andrew, were you ever in a match?
several.
Shut the fuck up.
Swear, dude. I mean, I said right now I was in a match just now.
Wait,
Told that story where I got knocked out.
I see this. Why were you in a match?
I was backyard wrestling with my friends at the time. I was like, because we were doing it
Oh,
from
that. Yeah, I get
we
that.
were doing it from like 98 to 2002. And then by the time I was in middle school, like my friends and I, our group, we linked up with the mutual friends group, right? Called like XFW, Extreme Fucking Wrestling. So we were like, okay, let's just call ourselves Extreme Generation Wrestling, right? So Extreme Generation Wrestling we were. And I remember before that they had a buddy, right? I forgot what his real name is, but like he went under the name LA Riot. And they had this little match like on like the fucking football field of our high school, right? On a random Saturday, and there was just a bunch of kids there watching and shit. And one LA Riot got hit in the head with a light tube and it cut an artery. And he had to go to a hospital for that shit.
Fuck
so
that.
right after I saw that match, my friend Sean he decided to just throw a little show in his at his place because his dad and stepmom were gone. Not that Sean. That's not how you spell Sean's name either. So they're gone, and we do a match, and it was like me, him, our friend Scott, who wrestled under the name Jesus, spelled G/ZUS. I know. I forgot.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and our friend Ryan.
Wait, what was your
And
name? What was your name?
I was just Andrew. Yeah,
You're lying. Your
I
name was
swear
like
to
A1
God.
A1 Force.
Anyway, so A1 Force versus Mace versus RGD versus Jesus. Um, and then fucking it was. I remember during the match, I got hit in the head with the light tube that wasn't broken. Right, I felt fine. Later in the match, there was a piece of that broken light tube, and my friend Sean, he went like this to me, like that with the broken light tube on my head right here, and it fucking shattered. Next thing I know, blood starts pouring down my fucking head, and I got fucking paranoid. And yeah, Jesus, exactly like that. I had blood coming down my head. I was so fucking scared. I ran like I had fucking Sean pin me. I ran to the back, washed off the blood from my face with the hose, and I was like, okay, I was fine. And then my friend started calling me a pussy. Later in that
You
match,
are a pussy.
later in the match, this was the best part of the match. Sean and Scott, Jesus, they go up onto like Sean's roof, right? And they had a table set up nearby. And Scott threw Sean off the roof, which was like about like an 8-foot drop, right? And as Sean was coming down, his little brother Latimer, who was like 3 years old at the time, and Sean was like 14 years old at the time, and he was like he played football, so he had muscle on him, right? He's flying down. Latimer comes running in. Bam! Right as Sean hit the ladder, he hit fucking hit the table. He hit Latimer as well, and then Latimer fucking he took that hit. He got up for a moment. He looked at the camera, right, and we watched this on video and cracked up. And as soon as he saw the camera, he was like, and started crying right on cue. Got fucked up, bro. Like
Andrew
it
was
was
a
like,
backyard wrestler.
and
That's
that like I remember like they had a show. I wasn't on it, right? But my friend Ryan's sister was there, and we had a beef.
who the
And I put
fuck is Chad?
Chad.
I just had to throw it out there. Go ahead.
Anyway, friend Ryan's sister was there, and we've had these problems. And then I forgot what happened, but it ended up with her taking a gym lock and smacking me in the head 3 times with it. And I just stood there and be like, bitch, that didn't fucking hurt. And my friend Natasha comes up to me like, holy shit, dude, you're bleeding really bad. I was like, I'm fine. And Ryan comes like, no, dude, bro, you're bleeding really bad. I fucking took my hand and my hand, my fucking hand was covered in blood and shit. I had like a little hole and shit. It was really fucking crazy.
No, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing like Billy Fleet, huh, Jen? Remember what happened to Billy Fleet when he
What
tried to
happened to
jump?
Billy
Billy
Fleet?
Fleet tried. Billy Fleet. Shout out to Billy Fleet. Love you. Um, we're at a bonfire down at Seaport or not Seaport Village. What the fuck? Everyone in San Diego's gonna be like, "What the fuck did he just say?" Fiesta Island. We're at Fiesta Island, and we're at a bonfire, and people were jumping over the bonfire. Well, Billy tripped and put his hands straight into the bonfire.
Oh shit.
Yeah, burned his hands, and what did he do? Immediately put his hands in the bay water, the salty ass bay water. They take him to the hospital.
Oh.
They take him to the hospital and scraped his hands with a wire brush, bro. Shout out Billy Fleet.
I remember one time there was like this I think it was a concrete mixer in my backyard growing up as a kid because like my dad was a contractor and shit.
Oh
And there's
shit.
this like I don't know if like it had one of those like metal pole thingies on the side. I don't know what it was for. I ended up grabbing it while it was in use. Oh shit. I grabbed that shit while it was in use and burned my fucking hand. I was like 8 years old. He cooked his hand like
He did. He fucking did.
bro. Like was it well done or
It was gross.
really?
It was fucking gross. Bro, Andrew, I think you would have had some of the best time. Like Jen's been my best friend since shit. I met her when I was 17, and then when I was 18 or 19, we ended up moving into this party house. Well, we call it a party house because it was a party house. We all lived together for a while. But I'm telling you right now, Andrew, you probably would have had some of the best times in your life hanging out with our crew. Like
Probably would have.
we our house, our crew, bro. Jen used to come wake me up in the morning. She would come sit in my bed and we would start smoking. And she's like, "So what are we gonna do?" And we're like, "Well, we can do one of two things. We can keep smoking, or we can call people up and get a keg going." And we get a keg, bro. We used to get kegs fronted to us because of how much we partied. They used to like, "Oh, you guys need a keg? We'll pay us. You'll pay us back later," because we used to charge people, bro. And you would have had fun with us hanging out.
I
You
would
really
have.
would, man.
I had more fun hanging out with you guys than I probably would have hanging out with fucking my friends on a fucking roof of an apartment
Bro, we
or
threw
hanging out at a fucking tree at a vacant lot
we threw a cake party at SeaWorld one time when SeaWorld closed. Like not in SeaWorld, but like
in the parking lot.
in the parking lot, but like off to the side by like the aquarium and shit. And the fucking police rolled up on us and everything. I had to go talk to him because for some reason everyone's like, "Hey, bro, you're a security guard. Go talk to the fucking cops." I'm like, "All right." So I literally just walked right over there. I'm like, "What's up? I know we're in trouble. So what do you want us to do? Just need you guys to leave." I'm like, "All right, everybody, let's get the fuck out of here. Party at my house."
Yeah,
But you would have had fun, man. That's
I
why I try
would
to
have.
get. So I try to get Jen on the show, bro. She's just like I said, she's a fucking nurse. Not me
Yeah,
making dumps.
I didn't see a comment, so
Well, because she was in the back, fucking making dolphin sounds while I was trying to talk to the cops. Bro, hey,
I, that that
when I tell you there was at least 100 to 120 kids at this party, there was about 100 to 120 kids at this party.
that.
We always rolled deep, bro. Anytime we would have a party at down at like Deanza Cove, Deanza. Anytime we had a fucking party, a cake party at Deanza, bro, 50 to 60 guaranteed are there, no matter what. On a good night, 100, 200 rolling up. And I'm talking like every weekend we were doing that fucking shit all the time, bro. We had such good times, man. Such good times back in the day, bro.
You ever
I
go to like a party or like a kickback or something?
we
And
invented kickbacks.
no,
What?
I mean like you ever go to one and it's like you know how it is. Everyone just shows up like dressed all chill and shit, and then here comes some fucking random people all dressed to the nines, and they're see everyone else and they're like, "Oh shit, we overdressed."
couple,
Yeah,
couple.
I
We've
remember.
we've taken over parties too, like Claremont heads. We used to go to other parties like in La Jolla or just like other like locate, bro. We would take over the party. I met Jen at a fucking party in PB. We were partying at the beach, and I think I was the only one that had weed at the time, and or just like directly in her line of sight. And she's like, "Hey, let's go smoke." And we literally like this is literally the moment me and Jen met. We said what's up to each other. We met. Like, "Oh, let's go smoke some weed." And like the way the apartment was set up is like you walked in the apartment and you could go through the apartment and straight out the dude's bedroom into the pool area. Like, and there was a pool in the whole apartment. So in his bedroom, we went into the bathroom and started smoking weed together. And as we're walking out, this is why I love Jen to death. This was literally the first 20 minutes of us meeting. She goes, "Hey, start fixing your zipper." And I'm like, "Why?" She goes, "Just watch." She goes, and she starts adjusting all her shit. So we walked out the bathroom, and then we were with another girl, and then like everyone's like, "Wait, what are you guys doing in there?" And like, "Don't worry about it, bro. We're literally just smoking weed in there." But we literally made all the party like, "Wait, what the fuck were they doing? They just met." I'm like, and that's why I love Jen.
Dumbasses.
And that's why I love Jen. Someone
Uh,
fell in the pool. Someone did fall in the pool. It was the skinny girl in the dress. I have a picture with her. Actually, her name was fuck. What was her name? Anyway, Andrew,
no
we're coming
red
up.
spider.
No red spider.
Uh,
He's got work in the morning. A lot
well,
of our guests failed us tonight because they didn't really want to come on here because they know how things were going to be. We knew how it was going to be, so I don't think that this was a disaster. I think this was a wake up call for a lot of people that wanted a chance or sit back and say, man, if I had the chance, I would tell Andrew and Gus what's up. Well, you had your guys' opportunity. I'll give you guys another opportunity again, because you know what? This is exactly what it was for. It was just a little wake up call, just to remind you, me and Andrew aren't going anywhere. We're gonna have our opinions. We're gonna come on here and talk shit, and as long as there's something to talk about, we're gonna talk about it. And that's pretty much that, you know.
I love that shit whenever people want to like try and fight people online and then like they see you in person. It's like, what's up? And like, I'm not the one to start shit, but if I see someone, it's like, I'm not gonna like, you know, make an effort to get away from them if I see them coming toward me, you know, like they can come talk to me directly. And if they want to do something, we can do something. I'm not gonna start it, but I'll do it.
I'll participate.
Like, like
I'll participate with y'all rolling around with you, bruh.
I
I've
forgot.
seen, I've seen some of you. How, what did you say one podcast? I could tell the way you fight by the way you wrestle or some shit.
No, I could tell if someone's ever been in a fight just by the way they wrestle,
Yeah.
because it's like just the way they react in certain
Mhm.
situations. It's like, you know, that's not what you would do in a fight, you know, and that's what you're supposed to recreate and mimic. You're not here to do a fucking soap opera and shit. You're not here to fucking. Is that the first burp of the
Oh, I
podcast?
was just gonna say we almost made
Oh
it
my fucking
2 hours.
god, dude!
We almost made it 2 hours.
Oh my god.
We almost made it.
So
Andrew
I
has
guess.
to burp every fucking podcast we did.
Well, I was drinking more and more water, and I've only had one bottle, and this
I'm
is my
out.
second one right now.
I did the whole fucking what is that when they bring your fucking blizzard to you? Anyway,
Or lizard to you.
the blizzard from
Oh,
yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. This was our first time going live. We just wanted to come on here and give people opportunities. Some people didn't want to come on. Some people said they were going to come on. Shout out to Dave. He came on. Shout out to getting your ring back. You know, props to you, Daryl, for manning up and doing that. You know,
Still
so
suck. What? I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying it as a fact. I mean,
uh,
go back to fucking wrestling school. Go to Santino Bros. Go to fucking Millennium Wrestling Academy. I mean, they might not put up with your shit, but if you're really serious about being good, then go fucking do it. Stop fucking having shitty matches every fucking week and showing no improvement. Fucking to other wrestlers out there, don't fucking pay promoters. Fucking get you booked on shows. Get
look,
fucking good enough so they can pay you to be on
here's my
their
motivational
shows.
speech.
Oh man, you fucking bitch ass Mark. You fucking
Never
you
gets old.
pussy. Hey, you know what?
What?
Um
What? You got fucking what?
what happened after that?
I
Does
don't know.
producer have a video lined up with
Hang
that?
on, I hear something. Something's coming in from New York. Hang on.
The
What is
kid.
that? Hang on, I can't. Okay.
If it's online, I'm suing you. Hey, I'm telling you, that slap becomes online, I'm suing both of you fucks, okay? So don't fucking act like you're not. Look at him.
Like, what's the... Your eyes are fucking lit for this shit, bro. Your eyes are lit.
Look at you. So fucking obsessed. You guys are suing him? Well, look at you, fool. That's you. That's you too, though, fool.
Look at you, fool. That's you too, fool. That's you. Fucking bitch
Oh
ass
my
Mark
god.
Ortiz.
Is that his
It's funny. It's funny how he was like, if that slap becomes online, I'm suing the both of you. Like, bro.
Hey, guess what? Sue Marvin.
Hey, remember when he was supposed to fucking run that show in August or September? What happened to that, Mark? You bitch.
Yankees is suck.
Is that
Oh
an
my
inside joke?
yeah. I'll tell you. So her husband is a Yankees fan, and her son, when he was super young, you know, like just kind of freshly putting big sentences together and stuff, He's just blatantly just said one day he's like, Yankees is sucks.
Oh man, that's a good one.
That's the same kid that I fucking pulled the transformer out of his ear for his
What?
birthday.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he had a transformer in his ear. Like, wait, what?
Sal? Holy shit. What's up, Sal? Dropping in the show a little late. We're about to wrap this thing up, but shout out to Sal. Haven't talked to you in a while.
I don't know who Sal is.
Old wrestler
They didn't say what's
from
up to me, so
old wrestler from San Diego. My nephew Deuce. His real name is Deuce. Jen's son. When he was younger, I used to, Uncle Gus used to pull stuff out of his ear all the time, and I pulled a fucking big ass transformer out of his ear one time for his birthday, and he lost his shit. So he always used to come up to me like, "Hey, can you pull something out of my ear?" So one time I put an avocado on top of the heater. Like I had all this shit like pre-done. So I'm walking up to him like, all right, Deuce, are you ready? Are you ready? I fucking reached up and I grabbed that avocado real quick and I pulled the avocado. And this dude's like, an avocado? What? Why would you pull an avocado out of my ear? Bro, this kid went into his room. Jen calls me over. She's like, come here, come here, come here. It's like, what? And we look in the room. This kid's in his room going like this. Trying to pull fucking avocados out of his
I'll pull some weed out of my fucking head right now.
Oh shit. Shout out Deuce. I love you. Uncle Gus will always have your back. I fucking love all you guys.
How old was he when you figured out you weren't pulling anything out of his ear? And did he get angry at you for
Hopefully
trying
he's
to?
not watching because I still do the shit.
Oh, okay. How old is he?
I'm just like 30.
You're gonna pull something out of his ear
No.
at age 30. Oh, look, it's an iPhone. I'm like, okay, Gus.
Thank you, Sal. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's all Andrew. It's all Andrew. It's fine.
I've been in the complete disaster here. Yeah.
He's 19. Big Deuce is 19.
Oh shit.
We actually had a wrestling show. We had a birthday party together. My son and her son's birthday, or my son and her son's birthday around the same time. And
Masturbator 619.
Masturbator 619. We had a birthday party and I just threw him a wrestling show and they fucking were all in the ring having fun. It was good times, man. Good times. Anyway, guys, this was our live show. It was a complete fucking disaster according to Andrew.
Yeah.
According to me, this was a C- show.
That's a disaster. It's always got to be A+ failure in my book.
I hate you.
I hate you more.
You motherfucker.
You bitch.
Dodgers suck.
Fuck you.